Live on tape from Peninsula Television Studios, high above beautiful downtown San Carlos, Pacific Bell presents Peninsula Quiz Kids! And now, the host of our show, Brad Friedman!
Hi! Hello, everybody! Welcome to Peninsula Quiz Kids, the game show where knowledge, speed, and collaboration are the keys these students need for the chance to win fabulous prizes. We're going to see South San Francisco take on Pacifica today. So first, let's meet the South San Francisco High School Warriors. Here's our captain, Mike Kong. Mike, you're interested in math and science and cosmology.
Yeah.
So what the heck is cosmology?
Well, I actually really enjoy studying black holes and time travel, and I've had this interest since about 7th grade.
So do you really think that black holes are the key towards time travel? We're going to be able to travel through time because of...
Yeah, actually I do. There's various theories, but that's what I think.
Very mysterious. Well, we'll see if you're right, but maybe not for a few years.
Yeah.
Let's meet your teammate, Mark Kachi.
Yeah.
Mark, you would like to become a lawyer someday. So tell me, how did you get interested in law?
Well, my dad got me interested in law, and also watching TV shows like Perry Mason and Ally McBeal. And also the mock trial program in school got me interested in law.
Okay, the mock trial program. So you've been involved in that?
Yes.
Now, do you hope to work with or meet someday a lawyer just like Ally McBeal?
Maybe both.
Uh-huh. All right, well, we'll see how you do. And here is your teammate, Avit Kansal. Avit, you're really interested in computers, like so many students are. What are some of your favorite uses of computers today?
I'm interested in networking and programming for video games.
I understand you're taking a web design class at school.
Yeah, I did. I took it in my sophomore year.
Have you got your own web page yet?
No, not yet.
Well, we'll be looking for it soon, okay? Let's see if this team can beat you, the Terra Nova High School Tigers. Our captain is Anthony Acquisti. Anthony, you're also a math and science person like your opponent captain. I understand you came this close to being class valedictorian. How do they pick the valedictorian?
Well, it goes by the 4-year GPA, and then however you do over those 4 years, the highest is the valedictorian. I'm still up there, but not valedictorians.
Okay. Is it a really private thing to ask you your GPA right now?
I don't know what it is. It's
math person, huh? All right. Let's meet Lisa Krator. Lisa, I understand you're a very, very busy sophomore. You're involved not only in academics, but in athletics and in other activities. What are some of your favorite activities at Terra Nova?
Well, right now I'm on the swim team for Terra Nova, and I'm playing soccer outside of school on a tournament team. And I'm in several clubs, and I'm trying to go and volunteer at the TV station in Pacifica right now.
Oh, great. Good. Well, maybe you'll get some pointers picked up here after the show.
Yeah.
And here is David Agam. David, you're a junior, and you're both a student and a teacher. What do you teach?
I teach Sunday school to 2nd graders.
Sunday school to 2nd graders, that's great. And you also formed a band. Where can we hear you play?
Oh, I don't know when we're going to play sometime soon. But
what do you play?
I play bass.
Play bass. Okay, good. Well, good luck to you. Good luck to both our teams. I would like to introduce, I'm always remiss at doing this, but they're the people who have really made these people the teams they are today. First of all, for South San Francisco, our coach, Kyle Killeen. Let's give a big hand to Kyle. And for Terra Nova, coach and fellow drama teacher, Leighton Oppo. So Leighton. And before we begin, I must not neglect to mention our judge, Mr. Frank Saboti, who's going to keep this contest clean. So Frank, a big hand to you. All right, let's begin. We're going to start with our first round, the lightning round. The way it's played is this. You see in front of you buzzers. You'll each have a buzzer to press. I'm going to ask a series of questions. Each question is worth 10 points. If you think you know the correct answer, buzz in. The first person to buzz in gets a chance to answer the question. If you're correct, your team earns 10 points. If you're incorrect, the other team gets a chance to collaborate for the chance to steal those 10 points. Everyone knows how to play? Okay, let's begin. What is the general name for the compound of oxygen and any other element? David.
Oxide.
And oxide is correct for 10 points. What is the remainder when 37 is divided into 1,000? When 37 is divided into 1,000, what is the remainder? Oh, those math questions. The answer is 14. Here we go. What is the name of public television's popular green and purple Tyrannosaurus Rex? Yes, Lisa?
Barney.
Barney is correct for 10. And to my little niece, I want to say, I love you. In what country did reggae music originate? Oh, yes, Mark?
Jamaica.
Jamaica is right for 10 points. Captain Ahab is a character. Yes, David?
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick is right. For which college team did Troy Aikman Yes, Mark. It's UCLA. That's right. Let's look at the score. The score is Terra Nova 30, South San Francisco 20. And we continue. During what year did the U.S. Census first find the population of America to be over 240 million? Yes, David?
1930.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. South City, you can take the lead. Well, you can at least tie if you can name the year that the population was discovered to be over 240 million. You may discuss it among yourselves.
1970?
No, I'm sorry, it's 1990. Next question. What is the sum of the interior angles of home plate?
360?
Mike? I'm sorry, 360 is not correct. Terra Nova, can you answer this? David?
720.
No, 720 is not correct either. It's 540 degrees. We'll keep going. Name the only Super Bowl champion ever to lose their first 4 games of the next season. Yes, Mark?
The Denver Broncos.
The Denver Broncos is right for 10. Name the Dutch artist who is known for his painting entitled The Night Watch. What Dutch artist painted The Night Watch? Yes, David?
Rembrandt.
Rembrandt is correct. Name the former Spice Girl who is now a United Nations ambassador. Yes, Mark?
Posh?
No, I'm sorry. Well, I don't know. Shows how cool I am. Judge Saboti, is Posh the correct answer? All right, can we get the name of the former Spice Girl who is now United Nations ambassador? Collaborate, Terra Nova.
Just say it.
Your answer.
Baby Spice.
Baby Spice. No, my judge is saying no. The answer we were looking for was Jerry Halliwell. Let's move on quickly. If you called me parsimonious, would you mean that I am hypocritical, sanctimonious, stingy, or foolish? What am I if I am parsimonious? Hypocritical, sanctimonious, stingy, or foolish? Yes, David?
Hypocritical.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal the points. South City. Parsimonious means hypocritical, sanctimonious, stingy, or foolish.
I'm foolish.
No, I'm sorry, the correct answer is stingy. Stingy. But let's look at our score right now. We're still very close. Terra Nova has 40, South City 30. Next question. Are chromosomes colorless, red, blue, or green? Lisa?
Blue.
No, I'm sorry, they're not blue. South City, are chromosomes colorless, red, or green?
Colorless.
Colorless is correct for 10 points. Only one state bordering Mexico does not have a big league sports team. Which state is it? Yes, Mark?
New Mexico?
New Mexico is correct. Who wrote the best-selling book, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? Yes, Mark?
Beatrix Potter?
No, I'm sorry, it is not Potter. Terra Nova, can you tell us who was the author of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets?
No.
No, I'm sorry, it's J.K. Rowling. Her first 3 books are amazing. I tell you guys, read them. Which part of architecture is classified as Doric, Ionic, or Corinthian? Yes, Mark?
Arcs?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Terra Nova, what part of architecture would you be describing if you talked about Doric, Ionic, or Corinthian?
Cobs.
I'm sorry?
Columns.
Columns. Sorry.
Columns is correct for 10. You know, corn on a cob looks, looks a little like a column. That's the end of our first round. We find our score is tied. Terra Nova 50, South City 50. So we're in the middle of an exciting round. And before we move on to our second round, let's find out a little bit more about South San Francisco High School. Mark, I want to ask you, I know you're a junior now, what is the biggest advantage to being an upperclassman at South City High?
Well, for one, you don't get called freshman and, you know, laughed at the rallies
dirty
and
names,
stuff
right.
like that. But I don't know, after a while you get used to the high school experience, and you know, you start enjoying going to your classes and stuff like that.
Great. Well, let's see how well you can represent South City in the face-off round, which is what we're about to partake in. We have two specialists here. Anthony is going to be specializing in math for Terra Nova. Mark, guess what? Specializing in sports for South City. I'm going to alternate asking them questions. Each question is worth 20 points. No one else has a chance to answer the question for you. You either get it right or you don't. I'm going to start, because we're at a tie, I'm going to start in alphabetical order with South City, okay? So here's our first sports question. Name two of the three NFL teams that Deion Sanders has played for.
The Falcons and the 49ers.
The Falcons and the 49ers is correct for 20 points. Our first math question. In algebraic terms, what is the following equation commonly called? X squared minus 2x minus 8. It's called a polynomial. We'll go on with sports. What religion did Cassius Clay convert to?
Islam.
Islam is correct for 20. Next math question. Factor the following algebraic equation. X squared minus 9.
X plus 3, or the quantity x plus 3 times the quantity x minus 3.
That is correct for 20 points. In sports, for what first is Sir Edmund Hillary remembered?
Hole in one?
No, I'm sorry, he's the first to climb Mount Everest, which is sort of like golf. Math question. If you had 9 red marbles and 9 blue marbles in a box, how many marbles would you have to take out blindfolded until you could be positive that you had taken out a red marble?
How many marbles were?
If you had 9 red and 9 blue in a box and you were blindfolded, how many marbles would you have to take out to be sure you had taken out 1 red marble?
10.
10 is correct for 20 points. What happened to Monica Seles in the spring of 1993, which nearly ended her career?
She was stabbed.
She was stabbed, correct. What is the formula for the sum of n consecutive integers?
Could you say it one more time?
What is the formula for the sum of n consecutive integers?
N plus n to the n to the sub n thing.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer is S equals n times n plus 1 over 2. I knew that. In what sport is Gail Devers a superstar?
Track.
Track is correct. Next math question. Which one of the following numbers is rational? The ratio of the diagonal of a square to its side, the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter, or 1.414?
1.414.
That is correct for 20 points. That is the end of the face-off round, and we find our scores still close. Terra Nova at 110, South San Francisco in the lead with 130. You two did great. Before we move on to our big, important final round, let's find out more about Terra Nova High. Anthony, as a high-ranking senior at Terra Nova, what are some of the most treasured memories you'll take with you when you leave this spring?
Probably, even though I didn't like it then, getting beat up when I was a freshman and picking on kids now. Like, returning the favor.
Those are always such special moments, aren't they? Yeah. I was the one who did the beating up, so it's all right. No, I wasn't. All right, we're in for the big, important collaborative round. This is the final chance for you to score big points, and strategy is very important. The way it works is this. I have two sets of questions here. The easier questions are worth 20 points. The more difficult questions are worth 40. I'm going to start with Terra Nova because they are trailing, and you'll get a chance to choose points. I will ask you the question. You will have a chance to collaborate. Then I will need to get the answer from the captain only, so I'll only be speaking to Anthony here and to Mike over here. If you give me the correct answer, you'll score the points, but if you don't, the other team gets a chance to steal, and we'll go back and forth until the end of the game. All right? Okay. Here we go. What point value would you like first?
20.
20. All right, here we go. Who is the youngest boxer ever to become the heavyweight champion of the world?
Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson is correct for 20 points. South City, what would you like?
20.
20 points. How many acute angles are in every right triangle?
Acute is less than.
How many acute angles are in every right triangle?
Acute is less than.
2.
2 is the right answer for 20 points. Terra Nova.
We'll go 40.
40 points. This is an architectural term we're looking for. What is the wedge-shaped brick at the apex of an arch called? Your answer?
The tip?
I'm sorry, it is not the tip. That was a good guess. Come on. South City, you have a chance to steal. Can you name the architectural term that refers to the wedge-shaped brick at the apex of an arch? And you may talk it over.
Summit.
I'm sorry, the answer is keystone. Keystone. But South City, it is your turn.
I'll go for 20.
20 points. What is your specialty if you are a herpetologist? Could I have your answer, Mike?
A vegetarian or a person that studies vegetables.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Terra Nova, you can steal the 20 points if you can tell us what a herpetologist studies.
Are you sure?
Your answer?
Diseases?
No, I'm sorry. It's snakes. Yes. Anthony, your turn. 20 or 40 points. Let's look at the score to see if we can discover. Well, right now the score is still Terra Nova 130, South San Francisco 150.
We'll go 20.
You'll go 20. You can tie it up. She was the first and only woman to run as a major party U.S. vice presidential candidate. Who was she?
What?
And your answer?
We don't know.
You don't know, I'm sorry. South City, can you name the first and only woman to run as a major party U.S. vice presidential candidate?
Elizabeth Dole.
No, I'm sorry, the answer is Geraldine Ferraro. Your turn.
20.
20 points. In Michelangelo's statue of David, what is David about to do?
Kill Goliath.
Kill Goliath is the correct answer for 20 points. All right, Terra Nova.
We'll go 40.
You'll go with a 40-pointer. You could tie again. What is the difference between the supplement of an angle and its complement?
You want a mathematical, or I mean the number, or the?
I want the number, yes.
180 minus the angle. 90 degrees. 90 degrees.
And your answer, Anthony?
180 minus the angle.
I'm going to say no, I'm sorry. We'll go to South City.
90 degrees.
90 degrees is correct, yes. For 40 points. And South San Francisco, you take a lead, and it is your turn.
I'll go for 20.
20 points. A pentagon, a hexagon, an octagon, and a dodecagon have a total of how many sides?
Can you repeat that?
A pentagon, a hexagon, an octagon, and a dodecagon have a total of how many sides?
31.
31 is the correct answer for 20 points. Let's look at our score, and our score is Terra Nova 130, South San Francisco 230. Terra Nova.
40.
40. Name the first woman to become a U.S. Supreme Court Justice.
Sandra Day O'Connor.
Sandra Day O'Connor is right. Mike. Mike, what will you do?
20.
20. Who is the fitness guru who has the Deal a Meal weight loss plan?
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons is correct. For 20 points, Terra Nova.
40.
Name the triathlon with a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike ride, and a 26.2-mile run.
Name the triathlon.
And your answer?
Don't know.
Don't know. All right. South City, can you name the triathlon with the 2.4-mile swim, the 112-mile bike ride, and the 26.2-mile run?
The Alcatraz.
No, I'm sorry, the answer is the Iron Man. But South City, it is your turn.
20.
20 points. In what state is the college football's Gator Bowl played?
Florida.
Florida is right for 20. Terra Nova.
40.
40. He composed the musical Porgy and Bess. Who was he?
I don't know. I can't think of it.
Your answer, Anthony.
Hans Andersen.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. South City, can you tell us the composer of the musical Porgy and Bess? Or Porgy and Bess. And I'm a musical theater teacher, I'm so ashamed.
Are you sure? I guess it'd be Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, no, it's George Gershwin. I'm sorry, but it is your turn, South City.
20.
20. Each letter on a computer is represented by how many digits of binary code?
Excuse me? Can you repeat that?
Each letter on a computer is represented by how many digits of binary code?
I think it's 2 zeros and ones. I know. But what's the question?
Each letter on a computer is represented by how many digits of binary code?
4.
No, I'm sorry, it's incorrect. Can you name it? Terra Nova.
2.
I'm sorry, the answer is 8. Terra Nova.
40.
Name the 2 branches of statistics.
Tactics?
Can you name them?
Yeah.
All right. South City, can you name the 2 branches of statistics? Your answer.
Probability and results.
Sorry, the answer is descriptive and inferential. And that is the end of our round and our game with the final score, Terra Nova 170. But with 270, South San Francisco are our winners. They'll be coming back to play in a future round, but congratulations to both teams. I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank you for coming, and we'll see you soon on Peninsula Quiz Kids. Bye-bye.
The grand prize, a trip to London, Paris, and Rome, is provided courtesy of EF Educational Tours of Santa Barbara. The producers of Peninsula Quiz Kids thank the following for their support: Pacific Bell, Independent Newspaper Group, Jamba Juice Peninsula, Century Theaters, Target, Sam Trans, Festive Productions Burlingame, Silver Terrace Nursery, AEIS Ronald Bland, www.channelx.com, and Expression Center for New Media.